Welcome to Tram City, developed by Tramworks and currently available on Steam. It's a spiritual successor to Densha Digo Ryujuhen, which was known for its complexity and steep learning curve, so let's jump in and see how we do. Alright, open the doors and let the passengers on. The boarding animation is impressive. Each passenger finds a seat and physically sits down in it, which is an improvement on Train Sim World, where passengers cram into the aisle, then snap into position. The obligatory Japanese transit jingle plays as we apply power and set off. Attention to detail in Tram City even extends to the traffic lights. The light timings are accurate to the actual traffic signals in the real-world city, with the start position randomised for gameplay variety. Braking controls are a little awkward. Instead of fixed notches, you hold down a button which fills a brake force bar, which makes it tricky to line up for a good stop. It's kind of similar to the TGV in Train Sim. The power handle was easier. It has 7 fixed settings, which increased and decreased when the power up-down key is pressed. The game requires close attention throughout. In this clip, we've got a flashing icon alerting us to a speed limit reduction and a neutral section coming up where the power handle must be at idle. Of course, you're scored on compliance with all these rules. You can see the passenger boarding animations more clearly in this clip.
IC カードのお客様はカードをタッチしてください。10時台、函館駅前。発車します。手すりつり革にお捕まりください。
The gameplay is easy enough to learn but very hard to master. When you get it right, for example timing your approach to a red signal so you coast through it just as it turns green, is very satisfying. In addition to the many other rules we've seen, there are also tram-specific traffic signals to watch out for. Luckily, they're just red and green.
お客様はカードをタッチしてください。10時台、函館駅前。五稜郭公園前経由、湯の川行きです。湯の川行きです。整理券をお取りください。IC カードのお客様は手すりつり革にお捕まりください。この電車は湯の川行きです。
Just like a bus, passengers can request to leave the tram at the next stop, which is shown by an icon on the desk. And yes, there's a button to thank each customer as they scan their IC card when leaving the tram.
ありがとうございます。はい、どうぞ。ありがとうございます。はい、どうぞ。ありがとうございます。
So as we've seen, there's a lot of stuff going on that the player needs to pay attention to, which is why I missed the signal changing ahead in this clip and crossed the stop line at a red. At the end, you receive a score based on your compliance with speed limits. My excuse here is that the braking time before an approaching limit is very short, as well as neutral sections, traffic signals, and of course stopping position and punctuality. It's surprisingly easy to keep to time. Driving gameplay aside, activity in the city is also well modelled, with pedestrians who wait for a red signal to cross, and cars who stop to think for a second before driving straight through the pedestrians anyway. That concludes our quick look at Tram City. If you enjoyed this, please drop a like and feel free to subscribe for regular sim content. Take care and I'll see you next time.